Hi, Bob the Canadian here. Let's learn English around the house. Come on in. Hi, Bob the Canadian here. Welcome to this video. If this is your first time here, don't forget to click the subscribe button below and give me a thumbs up at some point during this video if it's helping you learn English. Well, today we're going to learn some English words and phrases that you can use to describe a house. I just came in through the front door. Houses generally have a front door and a back door. I'll show you that one a bit later. And I'm standing in the front entrance or the entranceway of the house. It's a little warm, so I'm going to take off my coat. And you'll notice behind me there's a coat hanger. So I'm going to hang my coat here and I'm going to do what we traditionally do in Canada, and that is that I'm going to take off my shoes. Before we go any further though, I want to thank Barb the Canadian for letting me use her house today to make this video to help you learn English. The front entranceway also usually has a closet where you can hang coats and other items. So especially in the winter when you come into a home, you might want to hang your coat in the closet if there's not enough room on the coat hangers. So you'll notice behind me here the kitchen. The kitchen is one of my favorite rooms in the house. I really like food, so I really like kitchens. You'll notice behind me here that a kitchen has a certain number of items. We have the refrigerator or the fridge where you can keep food cold. This fridge has a freezer on the bottom. We also have the stove, and generally we call this part the oven where you would bake things. And up here we have the stove where you would cook things. If you look behind me here, you'll see we have a sink. So when you're all done making your food and eating your food, you can do the dishes. You can wash the dishes in the sink. And if you look over here on the counter, you'll notice that we have three things that you find quite often in a kitchen. We have a coffee maker, we have a kettle for boiling water, and we have a pitcher of water if you just want to drink some water. Up here, you'll notice that we have cupboards. So cupboards, notice it's not pronounced the way it looks. In a cupboard, you'll find things like plates and bowls that you can use for eating. Those are pretty loud. And if we look over here, we'll have what we in Canada would call a utensil drawer. So this is a drawer where you would keep spoons, forks, and knives. You'll also see this area here is what we would call the counter or the countertop. You can use both words interchangeably. So you might use the countertop or the counter to prepare food. And you'll notice hiding over here in the corner, we have a microwave, just a small appliance that lets you heat up food really, really quickly. So that's the kitchen, one of my favorite rooms. Let's move on to the living room. So we're in the living room now. The living room is the room in the home where you will usually find chairs and sofas, or what we also call couches. It's the room where when you just want to relax, this is the room that you would generally sit in. Maybe you want to read a book, maybe you want to watch TV. If we look over here, you'll see that this living room also has a TV, a television, where you could sit just to have a quiet, relaxing evening where you are going to entertain yourself by reading a book, maybe sitting and talking with friends, or watching some television. So that's the living room. Let's look at the dining room next. So another part of the house that I really like is the dining room. So this is a room with a table specifically for eating meals. So you would have breakfast, lunch, and supper at this table in the dining room. You can tell that Christmas is coming soon. I'll do a video soon about Christmas. I think next week I'm going to a parade and I'll show you a whole bunch of stuff about Christmas. But this is the dining room. We have a dining room table and we have chairs to sit at as we would eat our meals. So we're in the bathroom now, and there's really three main parts to a bathroom. We have a sink, where you could wash your hands. So you could turn on the water and wash your hands. We also have, if I turn just a little bit, behind me here we have a shower. So you could jump in here to have a shower, maybe at the end of a long day of work. And then we also have, and I'm not going to describe what this is for, but we also have a toilet. I think everyone in the world knows what this is for and how to use it. So I'm not going to spend any time describing it, but you have a toilet. This is the toilet seat. You have toilet paper. And this is where you would go if you felt the call of nature. That's the nice way of putting it. So we're in the upstairs of the house now. You'll notice that we're in a bedroom. So there's a good reason why it's called a bedroom. It's because there's a bed. So in a bedroom, you're going to have a bed. You're also going to have things that in English we call dressers. So if you look over here, there is a dresser. And a dresser is a place where, using these drawers, this is where you would store all of your clothes. So in a bedroom, you generally have a bed, which is right here, and you have a dresser where you can store stuff. There's also in this bedroom what we would call night tables. So there's a table on each side of the bed with a small lamp. This is a place where you could keep a book. If you read at night before you go to bed, you would keep it on your nightstand or night table. So this is a bedroom. I'm not sure how easy this is to see, but I'm standing in a hallway. So a hallway is the part of the home that connects all the rooms together. This room is empty. In English, we would call this a spare room. Sometimes a spare room has an extra bed in it. This room is just empty. So we would call this a spare room. I just came down these stairs and I'm now in the basement of this house. A basement is the part of the house that is below ground. And many times in a home, the basement is used to store things. It also usually has a furnace. This is what heats the home with gas or oil in the winter, and a hot water heater. This is what makes hot water for the house as well. And usually those types of things are found in a basement. So here in the basement, it's the part that's below ground. I'll just show you a window over here for a sec so that you get a sense of where we are. So here's the basement window. It's a little hard to see, but if you look outside, you'll notice that we are at ground level or below ground level in the basement here. So a lot of Canadian homes will also have a garage. A garage is a place where you can keep your car, and a garage has a garage door, which you just saw open behind me. As well, a garage sometimes has a garage door opener. This is a device that's on the ceiling of the garage. And I'll just show you for a sec. This is a device that's on the ceiling of a garage that opens the door automatically when you click the button in your car. So that's a garage door opener. It's a little cold to be out here with no coat on, but I just wanted to show you, earlier I mentioned the back door. This is the back door of the house. When you have a back door, a lot of times you'll have a barbecue outside. And then also down here, there's just kind of a patio area. So there's an area where you can come out to cook some food in the summer months when it's warmer. You can come out your back door, you can go down your steps, and you can use your barbecue to cook some food. So this is a small patio area outside the back door. Well, hey, thanks for joining me today to learn some English that you can use around a house.